Hi BookTube! My name is Sarah and welcome to the Bookish Knitter. Today I'm coming to you with a book haul. So originally the book haul was only going to be my book of the month, which I did get over the weekend in the mail, actually at my front door. So I do have two books in here actually, guys. It's a little bit heavy because I did get an add-on book, but I'll talk about that in a minute. So like I said, this was only going to be the book of the month, like unboxing. But then my husband and I went to the thrift store and I bought a bunch of category romances along with a couple of throwback books. So I thought I would show those and do it all in one video. I was originally going to do like the other books in a vlog, and I thought, well, just doing the book of the month seems kind of like short, like it was gonna be a real short video. So I thought this is a great way to kind of, show you all of my book haul, my recent book haul. So yeah, so book of the month. So I did get two books. I got my January pick, and also I thought, I had a couple of extra dollars and I'm like, maybe I'll get an add-on and see what that's like and see how much it costs and all those things. Well, I guess for whatever reason, maybe because this is my third box and it was like a gift or something, my add-on book was free, which was kind of exciting. So yay. So I will show you guys what books I got. I did crack open the seal earlier, so I wasn't fiddling with it on camera, but try and put this down without wrecking the place. So my add-on book was Daisy Darker by Alice Feeney. Feeney, I think is how you say the author's name. So I've heard a lot of mixed reviews about this book, and it was after I added it as my add-on that like my friend Storm was like, yeah, I read it, but I didn't really like the ending wasn't, and I'm like, oh. So that's why when books are hyped, I don't tend to read them when they're hyped. I wait until like 6 or 8 months down the line till the hype's died down, and then I will go ahead and pick this up. So yeah, I don't like, and I do my, like, if I'm watching, the thing is with, when you watch as much BookTube as I do, or as a lot of us do, you could, get not spoiled for books, but when you start to hear people's opinion, especially people that you really trust because you read similarly to them or what have you, it kind of might put a damper on, but each of us are different. So I am definitely going to give this one a try. It is a thriller, so I'm not going to tell you a lot about it, but it says, the million-copy best-selling queen of twists returns with a family reunion that leads to murder. So that's all that I'm going to read about it. I am looking forward to it. And the other one was another thriller. The one thing I have to say with the book of the month, I know that they give you a romance pick every month, or generally a romance chick lit women's fiction pick. I haven't been terribly excited about all of them since I started doing book of the month about 3 months ago. So maybe some months will be good, maybe some months won't be. But I've been really gravitating towards, like, I think 2 of the months I've gotten thrillers, and 1 of the months I got a historical fiction. So it's good that I like those genres as well. So the other book that I got, like I said, is the thriller, What Lies in the Woods by Kate Alice Marshall. Great cover on this one. And like I said, this is the January pick. And this one, again, it's a thriller. I don't want to read too much into it. They were 11 when they sent a killer to prison. They were heroes, but they were liars. And that's all I'm going to read about it. This one sounds really good. I have not heard of a lot of people who have read this one yet, so I might have to get to this one sooner rather than later. But I am very much looking forward to it. So there were my book of the month picks. Let me move some stuff out of the way here, so I have a little bit of room. So went to the thrift store. So the first thing that I did get were 2 throwback books. And they are both Babysitters Club books. So the first one I got is Babysitters on Board, which is the first super special. I have read this one. Like, I'm reading my way through the series. I have surpassed this book in my read through in chronological order. And I'm not collecting the series as a whole. Like, I'm not like picking up books to have this. There's no reason for me to have a complete physical copies of the Babysitters Club. But I am picking up ones that were kind of iconic. So for example, this was the first super special. I've also got the first 4 books in the series in their original editions. I've got the first mystery. I've got the 100th book that came out. I've got the 11th super special with that gold cover that it had, not with the reprint cover that was in white. Things like that, like those books that were a little bit more iconic and stood out in the series. Those are the ones I'm looking to collect because, like I said, there's no point in me having the whole series. They're all available on Kindle or on ebook and audiobook, except for the specials and the mysteries and stuff like that. Like the regular line are all available on audio as well. And I've listened to some of them on audio and they've been a lot of fun, but I prefer to read them if at all, So yeah, so I saw that one there, so I decided to pick it up. I also saw one of the graphic novels. And again, my goal isn't necessarily to collect all the graphic novels, but if I see them for an affordable price, I'll pick them up. So this one's a little damaged, a little bent. You can clearly see a kid probably read this and loved this. And this is Boy Crazy Stacy. In the graphic novel universe, this is number 7. In the actual Babysitters Club universe, I believe this is book 8. I think it's book 8. So in this one, Mallory and Stacy go to Sea City, or not Mallory, Marianne and Stacy go to Sea City with Mallory's family. Mallory isn't quite yet a member of the Babysitters Club in the original universe series. I know the graphic novels are different from the original line, but that's neither here nor there. So even though I've surpassed this book as well in the series, I am going to go back and give this one a reread. Same with the Marianne book that I picked up a couple of weeks ago, because they are ever so slightly different, and they're listed differently on Goodreads. Like, these are listed as a separate book from the original publication. So yeah, I'm probably going to go ahead and give this a read at some point this year. But the graphic novels are just charmingly delightful. Like, you know, this is a series that I loved so much growing up, that to experience it this way is a lot of fun. And yeah, so I am really happy that I saw that one. And if I do see any more, I plan on picking them up. So now I have a stack of category romance books that I'm going to be sharing with you guys. So they're kind of a little all over the place. Let me move these out of the way as well. So the first one is a Signet Regency romance, Steve Donahue. These are the ones that he really, really loves. So these are old school. This one isn't that old. I think it's from the 90s or the 2000s. Bear with me just a second. I've got the hiccups. 2005 is when this one was published. But he really likes these. They are sweet historical romances. And they obviously all take place in Regency time. So this is A Singular Lady by Megan Frampton. Absolutely gorgeous cover on that one. Really, really cute. So I picked that one up. And then we have an old Harlequin romance. So a lot of these would work for the retro romance readathon that I am co-hosting or with Storm from Storm Reads and Melissa from Libraries and Labradors. And it's to read the retro aspect of it are books published before 2003. So the Signet Regency romance would not count because it was published in 2005, but this one absolutely would, because I believe it was published in 76. March of 1976, we have The Impossible Boss by Jane Corey. An old historical romance. Number 1956. Original price, 75 cents. Oh my gosh. It cost me more than that to get it used. I think it was $1.50. So it was double the price. But that's okay. So yay on that one. And then I got a Harlequin American romance, and this is Hannah's Baby by Kathy Gillian Thacker. She's a favorite author of mine. This is from July of 2008, so again, this would not count for the Retro Romance Readathon, number 1218. It's about a woman who, I was reading the back, she adopts a baby from, I think, Taiwan. Yeah, Taiwan. And now she's kind of looking for a spouse, a husband to complete her family. So yeah, looks adorable. Pick that one up. I got a couple of Love Swept books. I'll show you the older one first. So these ones, these were published by Bantam, and this line went on for quite some time, but I don't have a lot of these in my collection, because originally when I started collecting category romance, these were not on my radar. It was mostly Harlequin and Silhouette, but now these are definitely on my radar, and I pick them up whenever I see them, because you don't see them as often, mainly because there weren't as many of them. So this is The Last Brady by Barbara Boswell, number 444, that cover. So this one is from, does it give me a date here? 1990. So this one would definitely count for the Retro Romance Readathon. And then this is a more modern, or a more recent one, if you will. I still don't think it's that recent. And this one is from September of 1998, so it would still count for the readathon. But we have Just Married Again by Charlotte Hughes. I might try and fit this one in. The cover just really, I really, really like it. It's like they're sharing a set of pajamas. It's lovely, isn't it? So yeah, so I am looking forward to this one. It's number 902 in the Love Swept series. And then I have an old Cheryl Woods that I saw. Again, if I spy authors' names that look familiar, like Debbie Maycomer, Cheryl Woods, anybody like that who used to write category way back in the day before they got a lot bigger and started writing more single title, I grab them when I can. So we have A Vow to Love by Cheryl Woods. This is, at the time, it was a Silhouette special edition, which is now a Harlequin special edition novel. So yeah, really looking forward to this one. This is from, it's number 885, and it is from May of 94. So this one would also count for the Retro Romance Readathon. Then we have, again, speaking of authors that I recognize their names, the great Sarah Morgan. I was very excited to see this one. I don't see many of hers out in the wild. Not her categories, anyway. And this is part of the Mediterranean Doctors. It's a Harlequin Presents novel. The Italian Doctor's Wife by Sarah Morgan. So this is, it's not numbered. I don't know whether this was a special giveaway or something like that, but this was published in 2004. So this one, unfortunately, would not count for the Retro Romance Readathon, but that's okay. I'm happy to have it in my collection. I have an old intrigue here. We have Drop Dead Gorgeous by Patricia Rosemore. This is part of the Dangerous Men series. It's number 317. Like, let's look at her outfit right there. Fancy. So yeah, this one is from, what's the date on this one? April of 95. So yeah, so that would work for the readathon, definitely. This one also would definitely work for the readathon. This is an old presents novel, and it's Savage Love by Mary Wilberly, number 348. So just to show you guys, both of these are presents novels, so you can see how much the line changed in terms of cover. But they always have kept that iconic circle graphic, which I think is really cool. And I've always said to people that if you mention Harlequin books to people, typically this is what they are thinking of. This is what stands out to them. Are these books were just so iconic. So yeah. So this one is from the 70s as well. I think so. 1980, March of 1980. Originally, so the original hardcover edition was published in 1978 by Mills and Boon in the UK. And then they came across the pond, if you will, to Harlequin and were republished under new numbers, under the Presents line or what have you. Yeah, so Savage Love by Mary Wilberly. So yay on that one. Another older intrigue novel, we have Silent Starlight by Jane Silverwood. This is number 270. So yeah, very, very cool. And this one is from April of 94. So yay on that one. A lot of the ones from the 90s. I wonder if somebody, you know, when you start to see like the same numbers or the same years, you have to wonder if something happened to somebody and their collection was just being brought to the thrift store. That's my thought process on that one. And then I have an Old Temptation. Anytime I see the Old Temptations, it makes me really excited. So this is number 129, and it's For the Love of Mike by Candace Schuler. So yeah, so there's the cover on that one. And this one is from November of 86. So yeah, this one would definitely count for the readathon. It says he's a limo service owner. She is, doesn't say. But when he attempted to speed them into marriage, Mike was forced to hit the brakes. Beneath the coveralls was a vibrant woman, so she's a mechanic. Oh, I love that. Okay, that's great. Yay, I didn't notice that. I'll be honest, guys, when I buy these, I'm not like reading the back of the books. It's like, oh, an author I know, or oh, it's an old copy. Because again, collecting them, right? So eventually I'll get to them. Like I made a comment in my Saturday Reads video, or my Saturday chat video, when I was replying to somebody's comment in that video saying that pretty much all these books are like my retirement plan. So eventually when I retire and don't have as much money, I'm going to have a ton to read, and that's going to be fantastic. So yeah. So anyway, guys, that is it for the book haul. I do hope that you guys enjoyed it. Let me know if you get book of the month. What book did you pick for your January pick? And have you picked up any fun books recently? You know, what books have you been hauling? And until my next video, everybody, take care and happy reading. Thank you all so much for watching.